Congratulations to Chris Eubank Jr. Put on a very impressive performance against Dmitry Chudinov. First of all, I've got to say this. To those people out there who have watched my videos previously about Chris Eubank Jr. and have thought that I may have gone off the boil or feel that I've sort of like switched camps or something. No, I think the Billy Joe Saunders fight led me to reassess how good Junior actually was based on what Eubank Sr. had been telling us. Everything else I'd said before the fight, I still kind of stand by in terms of the fact that I believe that Eubank Sr. would have seen Eubank Jr. take a complete pounding, and I always believe that Eubank Sr. would support his son to the hill and tell us that he could beat anybody. On the result of the fight against Billy Joe Saunders, I think there may have been a miscalculation based on what I'd seen last night of his fight against Dmitry Chudinov. Chris Eubank Jr. put on a, if you want to call it a masterclass, he put on a great show of boxing against a good fighter, an unbeaten fighter who came with plenty of heart, plenty of guts, and was tough, so tough. Dmitry Chudinov, he came and fought and put up a hell of a fight, and you know, he really dug deep. And when you're hitting the guy with your best shot and he keeps coming back at you, that is a real fight for you to be in. So that was, for me, Chris Eubank's second real fight. His first real fight was against Billy Joe Saunders. My suspicions of Chudinov winning the fight down the stretch is because I didn't believe that Chris Eubank Jr. could do the full 12 rounds, and there was no evidence beforehand to believe he could have done the 12 rounds based on the fact that he started the first 5 rounds against Saunders so slowly. It made me think that he questioned his own stamina. So, you know, in hindsight, maybe Eubank should have taken a fight before that and done the distance and done the 12 rounds and taken a tough opponent like a Chudinov, and then for Billy Joe Saunders. Doesn't happen. It doesn't always work out that way. Chris Eubank Sr. has learned a bit more in the corner. I still don't understand why he's giving instructions when he's got Ronnie Davis there. I'm still not sure what Maximo, I'll go with his last name, is in the corner. I don't know what he's doing either there. And Chris Eubank Jr. last night put on a top class performance. Hand speed, we saw the full repertoire. We even saw a bit there where he was moving his shoulders. It was almost Roy Jones-esque, without the brutal power that Roy Jones hit punches with. Eubank looked good. He's still open to getting hit with punches, and he's still easy to hit. But showed at times he can make himself less of a target by good head movement and reflexes, which is good, and really beat up on the smaller Chudinov and put on a good performance. However, did the 12 rounds. Congratulations to that. New interim world champion, WBA champion. Congratulations to that. Eubank on his Twitter feed said that he's not the complete package. Great, fantastic, and I know he wants to build a better fan base, which is good. So all those things were good, and the corner seemed to be in control. Everything seemed okay. But again, that corner will have to answer questions when they are put under severe pressure, when things are not working out in the corner. Who's going to be the head man? Who's going to be the one giving the instructions? And if Eubank Jr. is in the ring with a guy who actually is a puncher, leaving his chin open and exposed like he has done and getting counted the way he did against Chudinov, what happens then? Those are questions that still need to be answered. But we do know he can do 12 rounds. We do know we can do 12 rounds at a frantic pace. And I have to say, in comparison to his father, Eubank Jr. is much better, because the Eubank Jr. style can go 12 rounds and fight at a pace. The Eubank Sr. style was pushed by Steve Collins and never worked it out, ever. And the Eubank style Senior want to work at his own rate. This guy Junior can work at his own rate and can work under pressure, which is good. How he works under pressure against a guy who can actually throw good combinations and is a puncher, we don't know. We don't know that, but we will find out eventually on the Eubank journey. But it's good to see that they are on the road, back on the road. It's good to see that Billy Joe Saunders and him have no love lost for one another, and of course that will be a cracking fight down the line whenever they can get themselves together to fight again. What can I say? Yeah, it was good that Eubank can get the stoppage in the 12th round, so we know he can do 12 rounds, so that's great. The future, well, I tell you who I'd like to see Eubank make his first defense against. Spike O'Sullivan. We know Spike can punch. We know Spike's a come forward fighter. We know it's an exciting fight. We know that fight can be done in Ireland, in Dublin. It'll bring in a big crowd. And what a first defense that would be against Spike O'Sullivan. I think Spike's now got a deal in Boston now, or he's trained out in Boston. He's got an American deal. So I don't know how that's quite going to work out, but I think that would be a good fight and a good first defense. But now he's WBA interim champion. How's that going to work with Danny Jacobs and GGG? No, he's not ready to fight GGG, sorry, because those mistakes he's making against Chudinov, he only takes one against GGG. You've seen how phenomenally hard GGG punches. You really, and Eubank doesn't punch. He hasn't got that one punch knockout power. And you notice with guys, G fights that don't have that one punch knockout power, he'll take a shot and keep walking forward. He has got the hand speed though. He has got hand speed and probably better foot speed, but I'm not sure that Eubank's got the ring generalship or IQ to deal with someone yet who's going to close him down, understand range, and be able to throw punches. GGG is almost like a drunken master in a sense. He's a master at distance, timing, power, movement, and generating as much power from short distances as well. So that's a different fight altogether. Who would you like to see Eubank Jr. fight against next? And what did you think of the performance? Chudinov, wow, got to give him all the credit in the world. But the referee, had Chudinov not gone with a European referee and had a British referee, he'd probably thinking himself when he's taken all them blows at Eubank, he must have been going, damn, he kept doing this, damn, I wish I had that British referee now, fighting in Scotch Ray, damn, don't take these punches. And yeah, Chudinov's a good fighter. He's a good fighter, limited, gave it was all. He had a big heart, and I'm sure there'll be champions out there and fighters that Eubank will fight will have less heart than Chudinov showed. And the other thing was, we all know now, if Eubank hits you with a shot and he doesn't know what to do, he can keep going. And the other thing was, I tweeted to people who on Twitter saw me tweet, I felt that Eubank could have shot his bolt in about his load in about the 6th round, where he was just unloading punches, but he was able to unload so many punches. The punch volume reminded me of that of Joe Calzaghe. I mean, Joe Calzaghe and Chris Eubank Jr. in terms of punch volume and work rate are on similar patterns there, I would say, with similar work rate and similar, of course, Joe was a far better textbook boxer, but Joe could box in, out, side to side, and throw compact punches. Eubank sometimes seems to throw a bit wild and off balance, but in terms of work rate and punch volume, JC and Chris Eubank Jr., wow, that is, that's a sort of world-class output that Eubank has. What he does against guys that can actually hit him back and hurt him is another matter altogether. But congratulations to Eubank camp. Live long and prosper. I'm out.